On Saturday, the 13th of May, some Ghanaian women will be honored. They'll be honored for their various excellence in their various professions, or will be honored for excellence in their various professions. And Glitz Africa is in charge of these honorary awards. Now, I know that our own Dzifa Bampoh is one of the women who will be honored. She's going to be receiving Excellence in Media Awards. Also, for those who love the arts, Shelley Frimpong Manso, director, producer, Sparrow Production CEO, would also be honored for excellence in arts. Now, the CEO of Glitz Africa, Claudia Lumo, is here with us. She'll tell us more of what to expect on Saturday. And also, this is the biggest gist in town now. She'll tell us about this magazine, how she managed to get this powerful women to be on the front of the magazine. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So we are all preparing for Saturday, and I see that you are ready.
Yeah. I mean, but with event production, you're never really, done until like the event is, end of the event. So we're looking forward to Saturday. I mean, even from tomorrow, because we're starting from tomorrow with the summit. But we're ready we're excited, and yeah, we're looking forward to. But we're working really hard. We never stop working.
She works really hard. This is the second edition, at least we've seen the first, but I know that still we're expecting to see a lot tomorrow, on Saturday, sorry. How many women are we getting to honor on Saturday?
It's 8 women that we're honoring on Saturday, including we have excellence in arts. I think you mentioned that, media. We have business. We have health. We have a trailblazer, young and gifted, and then some other young women who are doing amazing that we're going to recognize them as well.
All these are women.
Yes. As the name goes, Ghana Woman of the Year, Anna. So yeah, no, leaving our men behind, but it's just happened that it's about women.
Just on a lighter note, do you get the men sometimes say, "Hey, Claudia, so you honor us, eh?"
All the time. They're saying everything is she boss, she summit, Women of the Year. I wouldn't even be surprised they come with the banner and say the he's are here. But yeah, it's open to them. I mean, the awards, most of us, the women, I mean, what they do, most of them are married, they have brothers, so it's not because it's Ghana Women of the Year honors, but you see a lot of men there as well. I mean, and men are coming as well. We're inviting everybody, but just that we're honoring, we're paying attention to some of the women, yeah.
You must be a strong woman to be taking this cause, championing the cause of women. No, where did the initiative or the brain for this concept come from?
I think, I initially started with a magazine because of what when I moved to Ghana, what I saw and what I wanted to start with, publishing stories, telling exciting stories and really portraying people in the best ways, not just, pictures that people pick on internet and they don't even want that. And also to get a true story from them, inspirational stories from them. And then through the magazine, I think that's what just come with the business, through me engaging with women and engaging with young people and engaging with talented people. It's just these things come up to you that, because Women of the Year, for instance, I'm very passionate about it. It's very personal to me because, I mentor a lot of young people. And when I go to schools or universities to talk to people, they're very quick to say that, oh, who are your mentors, to say they're operas of this world. And I felt, what are we missing here? Is it that we are not telling the stories of our own operas? Because we have them here as well. I have been a much stronger woman since I moved to Ghana, and maybe it's because I have access to some women who mentor me, who tell me that, Claudia, this is not right, don't do this. But not everybody have access to these women. So I was like, you know what, why don't I use the network of people that I know? And I think that's the relevance of She Summit, for instance, to bring some of the network of women that we meet and then we think their story is really inspiring to come and talk to other women. And then the awards as well. Tell their stories, let the young people know that me and you, we have no excuse now. I can't relate. It's nice opera, but I can't relate to her. The dooms that we're going through, the problem that we're going through here, she can't connect to that. But if there's a woman that lived in Ghana, have a family, had, whatever she's done, but she's been able to be successful, then that story will touch you. Now me and you, we have no excuse, you see. So I think that's the stories we're trying to tell with Women of the Year, to try and inspire young women that we really don't have an excuse now. We just have to keep working hard. Yeah.
I'm sure someone would say, it's like you have a board that goes around, looking at what these women are doing, trying to get who is right for what and all that? How do you go about, you know?
Yeah, we have a period where we go through nomination period. So people send in not more than 200 words, why somebody is the woman of the year. And the person, their story should have been something that is inspiring, or they've touched their community, something like that. And people send in nominations. So we have a board set up that they shortlist the names. They also make contributions as well. So they can, they bring on other nominees as well, and then what we've got from the public as well, and then they shortlist it to the women that we have every year.
So you open this to the public, you make an announcement that, okay, if you know a woman.
Yeah, anybody can send in nominations, and the board will just shortlist it. And sometimes as well, even at the board meeting, I mean, it's interesting because no woman, no story there is not good enough, It's a matter of, at a point, it's a matter of who is this year and who's next year. You see, because the stories are just amazing, and we can honor everybody in the same year. So sometimes get to a point, it's like, okay, then let's do this, let's put this, hopefully for next year. So I think that's some of the things that we're doing. It's amazing, like what women are doing out there, with how limited we are in our, in our society, and they're still able to do the things they are doing. It's amazing, and I think it's good to tell some of these stories.
I know you said that for the people out there who see these women being honored, it's for them to also work hard. But what do you think that this initiative by you means to these women you're honoring as well?
I think it's amazing for them as well, because some of them, they're actually surprised because we don't know them, because some of them, it took us even weeks to find them, and at the point when we got to know, like, oh my God, me, so it's such a touching and a humbling experience that in their own corners in a hospital somewhere, somebody has nominated them for being a woman of the year. And people see Glitz, it's very glamorous for them, so they don't think that we will come to them, and they're like, oh, are you sure? And it's like, yeah, I mean, this is the board, some of them we have to look for them, and we don't know how to contact them. So I think for them, allowing themselves to use their story to inspire women is something that, people are really excited about. I mean, they're working hard, and to allow themselves to use their story to inspire women, other women, is something that anybody would love to do.
This must cost you much. You did last year, you're doing this year, and I'm just wondering, how do you make returns? Just because it's business, and how do you make returns?
Well, I think, this is, I don't even know how to answer this, because sometimes it's what drives you, that see you through the things that you're doing. I'm not, it's a business. Obviously, I have people to pay. There's a production, and our production, if you've been to Glitz events, is a huge production. So it costs us a lot of money to do this. And, we all know the situation the country is being in, I knock on every door, try to get support to do this. And sometimes it's not easy, but the few that support us, like we have Unibank, we have Lux, we have Center of Africa, and other people who are supporting us in different ways. The Ghana at 60 Secretariat as well, been very helpful as well. So you never, and it's the second year as well, we have a really good reputation as Glitz. People believe in our cause and what we're doing, so they want to support. But if you're looking at it that, oh, I want to make returns on this, then you're in the wrong business, because end of the day, I go to bed on Sunday and I wake up very happy, because 400 women that were there, even if 10 of them go from State House on Saturday, and they will use that story, and it will inspire them, and it will, make them go and do something amazing. I've achieved what I wanted to do. Sometimes, and for me as well, Women of the Year is more of a CSR for me as well. It's very, it's very close to my heart, because it's something I believe in. I believe in women inspire women. Sometimes when a man is telling you that you can do this, yeah, you get it, but with something you're like, yeah, because you're a man. It's easy for you, a man. But if another woman is telling you that, you know what, I was pregnant just like you. I wasn't having the baby, but eventually I had the baby. I was able to go to, newsroom. You are there 5 a.m. We did it. If another woman is telling you, it's different how you take it, you see. So this is something that's I'm very passionate about. So we're looking forward to the success of it, and it's staying for a longer time. I think that if we're able to keep it for a longer time, then the corporate Ghana will see what we're trying to do, and they will support us even more. Yeah.
Is the passion the reason why it's a day to Mother's Day?
Is it why is
Is that why you chose 13th, which is a day to Mother's Day?
no, actually when I started the project, I wanted it to be in March for International Women's Month, but it just happened that also because we're trying to put funds together, we cut it and we thought, okay, why not May? If it's not March International Women's Month, then it's May, which is also still for mothers. So yeah, not really because it's not everybody that's there. It's not about mothers, it's about women, and there's not you don't need to be a mother to be to be doing what we're trying to achieve. So it's not about mothers per se, it's about women, so it just happened that it's
So
about
we'll be seeing the next one in March.
yeah, we are hoping we can bring it back to March, because we want it to be about International Women's Month because it's about women, it's not about mothers. But I think what is also syncing nicely with is our maternal health walk, which also syncs nicely with mothers then, because our Glitz Africa Foundation, our attention is maternal health and childcare. And this year specifically, I'm working with the UNFPA to bring awareness to fistula, which is a really huge problem up north especially. So at the maternal health awareness walk, you see us doing more work there. Even on the night of the awards as well, we're going to try and raise money to go and support these women in Tamale and up northern parts of the country. So it probably is a good month to have it all done. Yeah.
Now, let's get to the Glitz Women of Power. 4 very powerful women. We have the first chief of staff, who is female. Then we have the foreign minister, we have the communications minister, and also the minister for the arts and tourism sector here. How did you manage to get all these 4 powerful women on the front of this magazine?
I know. You know what? It's such a humbling experience, honestly, because, to get to how hard you work and how it was 6 years ago starting the magazine, and you call them, they already know about the brand. They've seen what you're doing already. So the work is made easy, it's made easier. They want to be there, they want to share their story. They know how we tell our stories in a very tasteful manner as well. So they want to be part of it. So yeah, I mean, Esla, I've known her for a while. She's like a mentor to a lot of women, and I'm glad to say I'm one of them. So I spoke to her, she was happy to do it, and then I went to see Auntie Frima as well. She was such a beautiful soul. But we tried to work around their schedule, and we had a suite for them. All of them were there. We had food, we had drinks, makeup and hair, trying on clothes and shoes. It was such a beautiful day with, and it was one of my best photo shoots because they're such busy women, and to make time, even 1 hour of their time means a lot. So to give you a couple of hours to do this, and they really had fun. They really enjoyed themselves. So I'm really happy we're able to do that. But I think it's all because of the brand, how we position it. People believe in it. People, they love the reputation of the brand, and that's why they go for it, because nobody will let you put them on if they can't trust the final what is going to so I think it's just very humbling for me.
You need to get one, because I open it and you can see all the stuff you do not know about them, private stuff, family, work, and I'm just wondering if the next season or the next edition will see some other women in power. Is that the line we're going to be towing?
No, I mean, we've just changed the government. So, and I think if even when they started the campaign and everything, most of the women were saying there's not enough women in parliament, there's not enough women in leadership. So it was just beautiful to see that, we have our first chief of staff, communication, like a lot of the women, and especially communication is interesting because now in our communication sector, it's about 5, right? And about 4 of them are all female CEOs, so it's an exciting time, I think, to be a woman in Ghana. So it was just a beautiful thing to do. I think it was just perfect. But every quarter we have a different theme. So this quarter our attention was on women of power, because it's also International Women's Month, Mother's Day. So just sitting nicely with the quarter. But other quarters will be about something else.
Now, because you brought the issue about communication and leadership and other women that we have spearheading our telecommunication networks, do you think that women make better leaders than men, or you think that the men would always have their way? Because you are spearheading women, I'm sure that you say women do, but if you say women do, how come a lot of men don't think that we make good leaders?
I'm not sure if men think that we don't make good leaders, to be quite honest. I think because one of the leaders I've met as well was saying that they say, "Oh, you are here to like they're everywhere now." We're really giving them a run for their money, right? But I think the reason why I feel like people are paying attention and people are advocating for more women is because there's not enough of us, and in leadership, women in leadership, and it's just a natural thing. A lot of men are there, but I don't think that women are, necessarily better leaders. It's the right kind of woman that's supposed to be there. It's not because we want a woman, so a woman should be there. It's the right kind of woman. And that's the beautiful thing about the cover, because I feel like these women that are, in this leading position are just the right women to be there. It's not because I feel they're just women. They are there because they're very capable to handle the job. And women, we are very careful with things. I believe so. Maybe because of our motherly nature, we think about things, maybe a bit more, much more careful with making decisions than maybe some men, so maybe people might say that, when it comes to leadership, women, but some, it's an argument that can be discussed maybe on a different platform. But I think, it's the person that is there. It's not really about a woman or a man. I think it's about the person in charge. And I would love to believe that women, if they're given the chance, they're very, women that are very capable to take on leadership positions. They should give women the chance. Yeah.
I'm sure the men are listening. So you mentioned She Summit earlier. Was it different from the She Boss?
Yeah. Oh, She Boss is a networking that we do every quarter. So it's more like an after work for girls to sit down and have drinks and food, basically. Okay. That's it. Okay. And then it's somewhere that you can ask me, oh, how did you lose your weight? How was your pregnancy like? So it was something that we put together, and it was from a request from a couple of female, like, corporate people that we know. They're like, sometimes we want to meet other women that are like our age to find out what they're also going through, relationship, kids, finding jobs, clothes, give us advice on skin, hair. So we thought, why don't we do that? Every quarter, just put a few women together, they network, and then we can bring in experts to talk to them about something that concerns all of them. So that's a very soft networking thing we do. But She Summit is a conference basically for women. So we have the students one for much younger ladies, and then we have a corporate one as well.
Okay, so there's been some criticism, I don't know how true, that you have a clique of people that you invite for these. So She Summit, She Boss. Maybe it's not true, but people don't seem to know how they can get to participate in all of these.
But that's the thing. People just need to be proactive. If, our events are always open to the public. She Summit, She Boss, for instance, is open to the public. We are promoting on your platform. Everybody can come in. It's free registration. And if it's I don't know if it's the walk, is open to everybody. If it's even She Boss, is open to the public. You just need to register. Okay. So it's people are not, are not paying attention to all our, PR or publication, and they're just saying and talking about click. Actually, I don't have any because I don't even know what's happening in Ghana. Trust me, I surround myself with a very young crowd, so they update me. I don't even know what's happening on social media. I only go on my page, I post picture, and I log off. I don't know anything. They tell me. If they don't tell me, I don't even know what's happening. So I don't. I work and go home. That's my life. You don't see me anywhere. So I don't have a clique or anything like that. I don't believe in stuff like that. Not even when I was in secondary school, I never had a clique. So no, not at all. So if people want to come, they can always come.
Where do you put this publication so that they can constantly, because I've heard a lot of women who are interested, but they just do not know how they can get to be part?
Yeah. I mean, multimedia has always been a partner for us. On Joy FM at Dome Multimedia, we do a lot of promos there. On our social media as well, if you follow us, Glitz Africa on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, we're there. And we're very blessed as well. Some bloggers, a lot of bloggers as well partner with us, and they post things as well. So we're trying to, different areas to try and get the message out there for people to come and be part of this amazing things that we're trying to do. So yeah, unless maybe if people are not people who watch, they don't watch TV, they don't watch radio, and they're not on social media, then probably, and we don't have access to them, then of course that will be where the problem will come from, because where are you going to hear about it? But we want to believe that the people that we want to reach, they either listen to radio, TV, or on social media, so they will see these things and come. Yeah.
Finally, on Saturday, Is it strictly by invitation? Are they supposed to buy tickets? How do they get to be part of the Women of Honor?
Well, Ghana Women of the Year honors is actually by invitation, but I always try to do as well, as you said, is not everybody that we know, and I have a good team of protocol team that, does these things. They try and, invite people from different industries as well, but it's not everybody they can reach. So all the time we put a limited, tickets there for people who want to buy tickets to come to be part of it. So they can always, contact our office. If they go on our social media, our mobile numbers are there, or they can send us an email, info@glitzafrica.com, and we will deliver a ticket to you if you want one. But yeah, it's about 95% by invitation, but we always have tickets for people who call our office.
How
and
much
want
is the ticket going for?
It's 200 Ghana cedi. Yeah.
Are you looking forward to gradually commercialize what you're doing? Because yes, we've talked about how you go about your finances, or how you get to run it. But do you look forward to commercializing these things that you're doing for women?
When you say commercializing it, what?
So apart from the magazine, I know that it's for sale. The Women of Honor, you say if you want to attend, apart from the fact that you leave only 5% to the public to buy, but the Women of Honor is for sale. The tickets are for sale for people who want to attend.
Yeah, because we always put tickets out there. So for instance, because our guests, and the thing with Glitz as well is I don't believe in a huge number of crowd. So most of our events is 500 people in there, and then we can't even show it on TV for other people to see. So if we pull out 500
You don't show it on TV.
We do. We can it for TV, yeah. In Ghana, in Europe, and in other African countries as well. So if we put 500 guest lists and we put 100 for people to buy, and all the 100 get sold, then next year I know that, okay, more people are interested, so we will increase it. So in that sense, yeah. So it depends on, so if I put 150 buy, then I'll still keep 100. But if we keep it, if more people are buying, then of course we will allow more people to buy, yeah.
Is there a kind of, or is there are there categories of people that these advantages extend to, even though you're saying that you work with the team and all that? So maybe people get to understand that, okay, because as Women of Honor, we're looking for women, professional women, we're looking for women in these association or blah, blah, blah.
Is it the honorees or the people that are coming?
The people who, the guests.
The guests. No, because we try to every industry to invite people to come, because especially this is Ghana women, so, and Ghana women don't only sit in the office. There are some in the market, there are some that are in engineering, some are in health, education. So that's why my team are so good at, making sure that at least we have a good representative of every industry there. So we actually have people who, are from, maybe someone, they'll send an email that, oh, I'm in health, here, can I get an invitation to your event? And we give them, so because as I said, we can't reach anyone, we don't know everybody, but we do our research, and they will put down like maybe 500, influential women in Ghana from different industries, and we just go through them. So, but still we will miss people, because it's not everything that's online, because we research from online and from libraries or from media people, they give us advice who the women are, but we can't reach everybody. So I think when people reach out to us, it's the best way to, if you want to be there.
Thank you very much. We hope that on Saturday you get invited, but you can pick up a ticket for 200 Ghana cedis and celebrate with the honorees. Great women, 8 of them will be honored come Saturday. And you need to get this. How much is the magazine going for?
It's 30 Ghana cedi.
Where can we find them?
We're in most of the ShopRites, Kuala, most of the supermarkets. You find us there.
30 Ghana cedis for all the info. You need to see all the pictures they took. I wish I could flip through for you to see, the pictures these powerful women took time to take for the magazine. And it features our Ghana at 60 celebration at the National Independence Square. So that's the Arts and Tourism Minister, Madam Catherine Apeku, and you can see Madam Esla also in your shorts as well. So it features a lot of them. So the female chief of staff here, Frema Opari, is here, and the foreign minister also there. So you need to get one for yourself, and then you get to see all the goodies in there and more. Thank you, Claudia.
Thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate the support. Thank you.